Welcome. I hope you're out there, although most of the homeschoolers are in here. So we'll see how this goes opening day. This is pre-algebra. Most of you, if you've been here at Heartland through your whole elementary career, you've been working in the Abeka curriculum, which has done a very good job of getting you ready for pre-algebra in the sense of working with whole numbers, especially adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. You've had a lot of work with computation. Pre-algebra could challenge you in terms of thinking mathematically outside of just computing arithmetic. Does that make sense? So I'll give you the same speech I always give, but nothing ever goes from point A to point F. We always just go one step at a time. And if it starts off easy, like, did you ever notice every year the math class starts off so easy, right? You always start off with review of what you've done before, and it's going to be no different this year. You're going to start off with review of things you've done before. But if you stay with me, one small step at a time, it always stays that way. What happens is maybe you get too comfortable with, oh, this is easy, and you start not to pay attention or focus, and then you get lost. And once you miss a couple steps, then it's hard. It is hard to get from point A to point F, but it's not hard to get from point A to B to C. From E to F isn't hard, but if you skip B, C, D, and E, then it's hard to get there, right? Got it? Do I need to go over the rules? You've all been in my class before. I'm not real big on a whole bunch of rules, so here they are. Always be prepared and be here now. What does that mean, be here now? Rachel.
Don't be wandering off and daydreaming.
Physically or mentally wandering off?
Mentally.
Obviously, physically, we're not going to wander off, right? We're going to stay in our seats unless we have permission to get up. But mentally, be here now. What I mean by that is be here now. That you're in pre-algebra. So you might have a game coming up later this afternoon or some big thing you want to do after school. Stay focused on pre-algebra where you're in pre-algebra. Or you might have a history test. Well, while you're in pre-algebra, stay focused on pre-algebra. Don't go into la-la land, Zacchaeus, okay? Complete assignments on time, that's pretty normal, right? Noelle, you're always on time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Oh, by the way, you're older now, which means my expectations of you change. I'm not expecting the same thing I did as fifth graders. So I've not had some of you for 2 years and some of you for 3 years. So you remember how easy it was in fifth grade? And man, hardly ever seemed to get in trouble. Well, now you're older, the expectations are higher, and I have to be held more accountable for making you accountable because now I'm a team of, 6 other teachers that you're going to have this year, right? So if we don't all kind of follow the way things are supposed to be, that can cause friction between your teachers, and you don't want that, and I don't want that. And beyond that, you should be expected more. So that's why when you get to junior high, there are things like detentions and homework, what do they call them? Homework slips, where if you don't get it done, that has to be passed out to you. Things aren't as easy. We're not as forgiving, I guess. I mean, you're going to be forgiven. It's not a sin. But you can't be as gracious with those things now that you're in junior high. Respect teachers, peers, and yourself, right? You're obviously going to respect your teachers. You're going to respect each other. And it's important to respect yourself, too. What does it mean to respect yourself? Anybody got an idea? How could respect yourself come into play in pre-algebra class? Yes, sir.
You can't figure out a problem and you get down on yourself about it and say, like, you're stupid.
Exactly. Perfect answer. That's exactly what I was looking for. Some of you love math, right? Some of you don't like math. Some of you, how many like peas?
Depends.
How many don't like peas? How many, if there was dinner and there was things on your plate, first of all, I have to go back in time a little bit because, now that just went off. That's not a good thing.